What's good, superstars? Back with another Veve video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Rob in the building. How's it going, Rob?
Read you.
I'm coming in there. Where'd I go? You can't even see me, guys. If you're new here, do not forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so you know whenever we drop these price prediction videos. We've been hearing it a lot. You guys love the price predictions, so for sure we have to do it for this Funko drop that happened today. But obviously nobody has their digitals yet because they haven't gotten their physicals shipped yet. So we're going to kind of make some predictions here. You can also become a Superstar VIP. Get one of these stars next to your name. Enters you into the SUP program. It's only $2.99 a month. Hit the join button underneath the video. First dibs on merch. VIPs get access to our exclusive draw for a star in the universe at the end of every single month as well. What is the SUP program? If you're a VIP member, if you mint any Cryptoids with our link, we are Cryptoids ambassadors. Link in the description. Mint with it with our link. Let us know in the Discord. If you buy any merch, let us know in the Discord. If you do not win this month, half of your stars, half of your entries will be moved on to the next month. We're trying to incentivize you to win. Who wants to be a no millionaire? Dropped a little tidbit in the Discord. We are down to the final 10. Monday at noon will be round 4 rolls. Keep your eyes out for that. Obviously, you guys know how this goes. It's been a wild rat race for this stuff, and I think it will continue that way. So definitely be on the lookout on Monday, and then we will have our finals. That's a little bit of a teaser we haven't really talked about yet.
Guys, it's not going to be easy to become an millionaire. We're giving away a million OMI. Okay, you know how expensive that is? If you want, you can go look it up. You can figure it out. But I'll tell you right now, when it's released, don't ask any questions. Read it. Read the entry rules. Read every single line because some people miss some stuff. Take your time. Read what you got to do. Be creative and find a way to get entered.
There you go. All right, let's pull up the news here. Yesterday, Rob did a great video. Watched it today about the beta testing and some research. He did some detective work on the Cryptoids Trello board there, and we noticed that there's been some movement of the fidgetals from phase 2 to phase 3. So definitely keep your eyes out for that. If you guys notice anything, let us know as well, because there's always things moving around. So many things they're working on at once. It's hard to know which ones exactly have moved. So great video, and really excited to see what comes from the physicals. Fidgetals.
Yeah, only thing. It's the only thing that they've changed. Now, I am a bit concerned. It's probably going to be US only kind of stuff. But even with that being said, it's fantastic for the space. It's fantastic for all the Cryptoids users. I think they're going to have a lot of fun with this. The team's already kind of hinted at like potential digital things that they can do. But I think it'd be really cool if they do it with Disney and Star Wars specifically. Can you imagine the items being something that you can get? And it might even be not necessarily every single thing you buy. It might be like a mint run of 3,000, and then you maybe only special the top 10 mint numbers. If you get 1 to 10, you're going to get mailed a special. Who knows what they're going to do? But yeah, I think they're going to have a lot of fun with it.
The barriers are getting broken down. I mean, right now we see Pudgy Penguins, we see Veve with Funko, all gated to the US. Hopefully this is just the beginning, and then we start to see some more international things with physicals in the space. Speaking of the Funko drop, speaking of the price prediction we're going to do here, I put out a call to action today. Veve, you got to reach out to Top Pops, okay? He's got over 2 million subs in the Funko space. Let him know, like, pay the guy if you have to pay him, and let him advertise. It's a perfect fit for him. All he does is cover Funko Pops. Let him advertise this one-of-a-kind drop for Funko. And I think that's the way. I think that's a great way to get your product in front of a ton of Funko fans, and maybe they'll learn something. Maybe you'll get some people interested and quite looking up the app at least. Like, I think that's the perfect person to go to. I mean, you see Cryptoids doing it with iJustine. I think that Veve, this is like the perfect time for you to do this. I think you got to go to Top Pops and have him talk about it.
Well, you took the words right out of my mouth. The moment I, you mentioned this, it just right away thought of Cryptoids and iJustine. But the only thing that I'll add to that is that I don't think Veve has shown that much interest in partnering directly with major YouTubers. Now, we did see some major influencers involved with the OMI token, kind of under the table deals, but we haven't quite seen it in a open, public space where you got some big influencer on YouTube come out directly and say, I love Veve, I buy their collectibles. Here's the Funko, like in this example, here's the Funko partnership. Go and buy one. So we haven't quite seen it yet. Maybe even a referral code for those influencers so they get a little bit of kickback. Maybe that was a big thing. We know that Veve didn't have the capabilities of referral codes at one point. Maybe that's what held them back. But I think we're on something here, Joe. They got to listen. They got to watch this video and they got to do this.
We've seen Miss Deuce Geek get added to the Veve marketing team, and she's mentioned that she will be taking care of the Veve ambassadors and influencers in the space. Maybe this is something that she could look into and push for, because Top Pop's a very kid-friendly channel, very good image, nothing to worry about on that end, and his followers are very, very loyal. So I think that's still great exposure for the app, especially if they have a continuing Funko partnership. I don't see why you wouldn't try and get him on board.
Yeah. For sure.
All right. Next is Veve put out some more details about the Iron Man drop. Obviously, it went on sale today at 9:30 Pacific, 12:30 Eastern. We're going to get into that. We're going to talk about it. Alex put out a tweet that I feel like this kind of should have been information provided in the actual drop page, but good to see that it's coming out. A couple things that were not really clear have been cleared up here. Basically, each blind box comes with a code for the matching suit on Veve, so you are going to get the matching digital and physical. No digital editions withheld. That's big news. So no sub 41s are going to be withheld. You can get mint number 1. Red and gold in the Veve app says 3,000, but 1,500 will be burned to match physical availability. If you were here for our Superstar Spaces, you saw Omi Daily Burn did some investigation, said, why are there 3,000 red mints? Here you go. They were getting rid of half of them. From what I understand, you may still get a 1,500 to 3,000 mint number, and the burn is random. From what I understand, if I am not correct, please let me know. But that's what I've heard from, and I think I read it in some of these comments. Also, this is another cool thing. Alex says he doesn't believe that they will be numbered, the physicals. This is what I speculated before. I have a bunch of Funkos that are numbered in terms of 1 of X. They don't really say this number. It just says 1 of X, and that's how it seems, and that's what I expected. So nothing too crazy, shocking for me on that one.
Well, that's why Omi Daily Burn had some misdirection there. He saw the 3,000, which matched the total mint number, and then he assumed there must all be just the common, right? He assumed they all must just be 1, which we're like, that's so lame. Like, why would they do that? And the good news is that they're not doing that. You will be able to get a digital version of the exact physical that you get, but a little bit of a missed opportunity on the whole mint number thing. I just don't like that there's only 1,500, let's say, commons, and then you're going to have a number, whatever. So that opens the door now for even some of the other ones where is it going to be mint number 1 to 50 for the black and white? Am I understanding this correctly?
We don't know.
What's going on with all the other ones? Like, it'd be nice if the secret rare was numbered 1 to 50 and then so on, but it sounds like it's all going to be just kind of jumbled. I don't know what they're doing like with this.
I think a cool thing that they could have done here is don't match your physical to your digital, because then if you land and you open and it's a red one, you still have another chance to get something more scarce on the digital side, incentivizing people to open their packaging and incentivizing people to check out the Veve app, because people who buy these who might not be Veve fans might never know about the Veve app still, because they buy it, they keep it in the box and that's it. And they wait for resale value down the line. But now if you're saying, look, you open it, even if you open it and you get this, the one thing they are doing, though, is I think there's a 6-month expiry. So you're kind of incentivizing people that way. I wonder if that will be mentioned on the outside of the box anywhere. This way people know.
It can go both ways. I see your point. I think for sales, you definitely have that, buy more mentality, because I can always have a chance in one of the more scarce digital ones. I think from a fan satisfaction perspective, I think people do appreciate getting the same digital collectible as their physical. So I think it could go both ways. So I'm actually indifferent on this one. If they are trying to sell out, though, they probably should have done what you just suggested, so that people are incentivized to just keep buying. It doesn't, and it's like, whatever, even if I get a common, doesn't matter. I have another chance at getting now a more scarce digital. Or if they got a really scarce physical, then it's like, okay, well, even if I get the non-scarce digital, I'm still happy because I got the other one. So I think for selling, I think you're right. That double randomization.
It's good for onboarding. You're bringing more people into the Veve app if they know, okay, now I have a gamble. Like you're attracting the degens, which is basically what Veve is about right now, right?
Just the degens are left here.
They want to gamble their luck. I mean, even if they don't know they're degens yet, that's who you would attract. I guess maybe you don't want those people on the, I don't know. Quid doing a SpongeBob SquarePants drop on October 27th, and we just found out that it's something to do with cards. So it's not going to be digital collectibles in terms of 3D. It's going to be cards, not stickers. I'm not sure if there's going to be anything further to these cards, but we'll keep an eye out and see what's going on. But still, big IP, go somewhere. We got to track it.
Yeah, and by the way, Joe, I just want to make a correction here.
Yeah.
Based on what they're saying in the app, all of the other Iron Mans match the mint number. So, for example, like the silver one, it shows in the app 350, which leads me to believe that they will have unique mint numbers. It's just the common that they over minted 3,000. So that's the one that's going to be jumbled. I just want to make that correction.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. Sorry. No. Yeah. The common will be jumbled.
Yeah.
100%. All right. And then Veve also went on to tweet basically what Alex tweeted on the formal account. So cool to see them clarifying that. I don't know if Funko ever clarified that, but it is what it is. And if you want to buy any cryptoids, there's our link at the top of our X profile. So let's have a quick dive at the mint sizes. We talked about it a little bit, and then Rob will pull up the spreadsheet. But we got the red and the gold at 50% at 1,500. You got the silver suit at 21% at 650. Gold suit 15% 450. Silver and black 11% 350, and gold and black suit, which is the super duper rare one, at 1% pretty much 50 mints. That one is the chase, obviously. And then we have this is something that I want to show off. It is not sold out as of 11 o'clock Eastern PM. It says limit 2 per household. That's how it started. You were only able to add 2 to your cart. You can now add 12 to your cart. Oh, you can't see the pop-up. But anyway, if you click that, it shows 12 able to be added to your cart. Let me see if I do that. What happens? See? All right. Now you can see it. So if you want, you can add 12 and pay $1,800. And so we know at least 12 are available still. So Rob, why don't you pull up your screen here and let's go over what we talked about and how we came to our conclusion.
Yeah, this one here is like layers and layers of assumptions, guys. This is truly a price prediction where the art of the price prediction is really going to come in, because you can make so many assumptions here that's going to affect the final price of the prediction. But just to start off, as we just said, right, you have 1,500 on the common side, as scarce as 50 on the secret rare. Probably, I would say at this point, it's one of the most scarce collectibles on the app. We have some ideas of others, but I don't know. Those ones have some holdbacks, right?
Yeah.
So this one here, you're actually going to be able probably to get a mint number 1, which is something new that we haven't seen before on Veve. I don't know. They haven't confirmed it yet. It's a good question.
You got to think that they've bought a certain amount of the physical supply. So even if they're not holding back the low numbers, they've held back a certain amount.
Yeah, it's just the Veve way. I'd be really surprised if they didn't hold back something. But at the same time, if there are 50 of the physicals out there, they really can't. They're going to have to over mint 50, which they didn't because the app shows 50. So I guess this one is truly going to be for the people.
I like it.
It's fantastic.
They got to let them do more of this. Yeah.
So first question that we had was that we don't think this is going to probably sell out at $150. That is one expensive Funko. And we don't know if there's going to be enough buying power for this to sell out. And we also thought, since they had a 2 max limit and they had to increase it to 12, that just shows you that it's probably just the Veve fan buying it. And we're not really sure how many actual diehard Funko people are buying the gold line. We know that the gold line is not the most popular line. So it doesn't seem that there's that much attention right now from the hardcore Funko space. I think that guy, what's his name? The top man there?
Pops. Yeah.
Top Pops. I don't even think he covered this.
He didn't. And the thing is, I actually thought this would sell out. I thought that they would actually get a piece of the Funko crowd, but it looks like they didn't do enough to convince them. I know we've seen Gasolcast talking about it on their YouTube video, and their initial thoughts, you can tell, were negative. But then they've met the Veve fam and come around and speaking more positively about it. But like I said, I think you really got to reach out to these other YouTubers, even if they're not in your space. This is how you kind of encroach on other user bases and kind of teach them about your product. But it's looking like, a lot of the hardcore people, they were there right when the drop happened, and it looks like they opened it up, like Rob said, to 12 now you can buy. So obviously trying to move more product than actually sold. Not sure if Vive's going to come and sweep these up or whatever at the end of it, so maybe it will sell out eventually. But right now we're making a prediction that probably won't sell out anytime soon right now.
Yeah, and again, I will still not underestimate the power of the Veve fam, especially now that there's a 12 limit max. You don't know what's going to happen. I wouldn't be completely surprised if very close to Veve end up buying a lot to that limit, And we know we have lots of whales in the app where 12 is really nothing for them. So there's a chance that they are, over time, we could get to that 3,000 limit. But for now, we're assuming that this will not sell out. We're assuming that it might actually trend. We're going to be very generous. 75% of them will sell out.
Now you got to remember too that it's US locked, right? So people in Europe, people in Canada, and other places in the world are not able to buy. So I do think if that was open, it would sell out.
Yeah, so we're saying it's gonna trend towards the 75% sellout rate and before it really flatlines, which already is us giving a lot of respect to this line. So that means we're gonna have in total, we got here 2,000 sold. Okay, 2,000 to 3,000 will sell, and then on top of that, you have to make an assumption that not every single person that opens it is even gonna redeem the digital. And that, though, assuming that mostly Veve people will be buying it because we have full faith in the Veve fam, we're saying there's about a 90% turnover rate on that. So when everything's said and done, we're left with 2,000 mints actually ending up in the app because there's a 6-month expiry. So after 6 months, it's over. And then what are the comparables? Well, we know we got the Louboutin here, the boots, we got the poster. And with these, they're extremely scarce. Very few are listed on the app. I think there was like on this one like 12 and on this one like 11. So we added a little bit of extra factor, assuming that more of them are actually in existence. These are the only ones that are listed. So you have 900 listed for the boots, 1,777 for the poster. And then we also threw in the original Iron Man just to see what kind of market caps we're sitting at. The original Iron Man has 3,555 mints sold out, currently listed at 70 for a market cap of 250,000.
That's the red one, right? The red.
That's the red one. That's right. And then we even looked at the Lion King pencil because we knew that you would get something extra if you participated in this drop. This drop had a total market cap, including the pencil, of 221,000. So that just shows you that we're playing 221,000 market cap here. Iron Man 250,000. So we're getting the idea that 200,000 market cap area seems reasonable for this drop. And because the boots are so scarce, you're seeing 900 and 1,700 price. We're getting an idea that in this extreme scarce area, massive manipulation is possible. Very high prices are capable. So what do we do with that? So what we've landed at is a 30 gem price for the common, way underlisted. We think that these will get likely flipped quickly because people will not, even though there's only going to be 1,000 of them, people will not want to hold on to them. They're going to want to go and buy some of the more scarce ones.
You got to remember too, I mean, the other comparable you gave there with the Lion King and Simba and all those ones is that you got the pencil. So there was kind of a distribution of money that went to the pencil and money that went to the collectible, which kind of ate up. If you didn't get the pencil, I feel like maybe some of those collectibles might have been a little bit higher than they are. It's just because people try to redeem their value of what they paid for the drop, and the pencil ate into that. And we feel like kind of similar things are going to happen here. We don't know exact price percentages. On the Lion King drop, it was about 30% that went to the pencil, and then the rest went to the collectibles. Because this is the first time they're doing this, Rob and I decided, let's split it down the middle. Let's say half the money goes to the digital, half the money goes to the physical. In people's minds, when they're listing, right, they're going to say, look, I still have this physical that I could sell if I ever wanted to. How much am I going to list in the market to feel comfortable with what I'm getting back? So we're going to assume around 50% of what people are spending is what they want to get back. And that's kind of another way that we got to these numbers.
Yep. And then the uncommon, we think will go, it's way scarce. You go from 1,000 now to 439. So less than half. So we're going to give that more than double, which will be a gem price of 80. Rare, you're only going to have 300 of them. We're predicting that's going to give us a price of 120. So just a little bit underlisted. And then the ultra rares, where you're finally going to get overlisted. So we're thinking that the ultra rare, only 237 of them. Some comparables are all the Disney posters. If you remember, we had the Platinum Moments posters, things like that. You're in that 200 to 300 range of mints, 200 gem list price. And then lastly, the secret rare, extreme price manipulation is going to be capable with this one. This one here is really throwing a dart. You never know when you're this low on the scarcity, how many, maybe one whale will buy up and manipulate the price. We're saying 2,000 out of the gate, but that doesn't mean that someone might not come and just buy them all up and then list them all for 10,000. I don't believe 10,000 is a reasonable price. I think it's a fake floor at that point. because no one's going to buy it. So we're thinking the only floor that maybe somebody commits to would be like a 2000 on the Secret. It's a little bit historic. It's the first time Veve's done this with the Phygital. It is an Iron Man. It's one of the scarce things on the app. You can even get a low mint on this. So we're hitting that 2000 mark as kind of the key price here.
I think you got to take it to account too. Like if you're comparing this to Miles Morales or whatever, which is very scarce, still way more mints than this. You got to look at the quality of the collectible when you get down to this as well. I mean, these are not good-looking collectibles. I don't care what anybody says. There's a reason why the gold line struggles at Funko. This is not a VV problem. This is Funko's design for this line, and it's something that is not appealing. And we have 2 other Iron Mans as already on the app, which are much better looking. This is driven strictly by scarcity. And when we go back to look at other scarce items on the app, like Rob mentioned, that's where we find kind of our true value. What do people really care about? And if they do more of these, like that's when you're going to start to see the number really come back down. But like you said, that 34, that's our prediction for how many will hit the market. Like someone could just come sweep up a bunch and list them really, really high. So we don't see it really being listed for lower than 2,000. It could eventually, but that's kind of more of a minimum floor than anything.
Yeah. So guys, what do you guys think? Like these were our price predictions here. Obviously, there's a lot of assumptions on this one. We would love to hear from you in the comments below on what you think these will be in the secondary market, because sometimes we get a consensus in the comments. A lot of people disagree. More often than not, though, we are pretty close. But on this one, I will have to say, with the amount of assumptions we made, it really is just pure throwing a dart and hoping for the best. So let us know what you guys think. And guys, before you go, if you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button, join the Superstar fam, hit the bell notification button to get every single video every single day. We do not miss. Every single day we show up and we put out a video for you guys, and you are the reason we're here every single day. So make sure you hit that bell notification button so you know when we're posting, and also become a Superstar VIP. Thank you to all those VIPs who currently support us. It's $2.99 a month. We're giving as much utility as possible to VIP membership, not just exclusive giveaways from starnaming.com, get a star in the universe, but also through our Superstar Utility program, where every single month you may win. And we had a lot of VIPs win last month. We're very happy about that. Over $500 of prizes given away. Guys, thank you all so much. Take care. We'll see you next one. Bye-bye.